You're on a date, and everything appears to be going swimmingly until your date does something that gives you the creeps. You may feel obligated to grant them the benefit of the doubt. We are frequently taught to disregard our gut impressions in order to make the other person feel more at ease. But it's quite acceptable to criticize your date, and promise yourself that this is the last time you'll see them. You have permission to judge if they do any of these 13 things while on a date with you. 1. Insisting on ordering for you. While it is not always improper for someone to want to order for you, the problem arises when they refuse to accept no for an answer. If you indicate you want to order for yourself and they still order for you, it's a big red flag that they'll ignore your other protests. 2. Never asking you questions. This occurs frequently. A lady will ask her dates a variety of questions, and he will respond. And that is where it ends. He never questions her or turns it around on her. If your date feels like you're interviewing them for a job, let them go. 3. Giving one-word answers. Why bother conversing at all? 4. Being rude to staff. This is a traditional red flag. Nobody should treat waitstaff as second-class citizens. 5. Admitting that Andrew Tate has some good ideas. On the first few dates, it's a good idea to bring up podcasts. Even if a guy responds, well, yeah, he's awful, but everything he says following that, but, is subject to scrutiny. No, Andrew Tate and your date don't have any excellent ideas. 6. Mansplaining your job to you. It is your responsibility. You are the authority. There's no need for him to behave superior unless he has the same job but has been doing it longer. And even then, wow. 7. Talking shit about their exes. This isn't the flex people believe it to be. Okay, if one of their ex-partners was bad. However, why are they bringing it up? That's strange in and of itself. But if every single one of their exes was crazy or a bitch, then they're the true problem. 8. Arriving completely underdressed. You're obviously the problem if you're sitting there judging that they're not wearing fancy shoes, but there's a narrow line. It's different if you're in a fine restaurant and they're dressed in sweaty exercise clothes. Hygiene is essential, as is demonstrating to your date that you have put some time and effort into how you present yourself. 9. Forgetting everything you talked about on dating apps. When you arrive to your date, they ask you questions that you have already answered in your texts or on your profile. They should be judged for not listening to you or remembering who you are. 10. Quizzing you on your interests. It's excellent to ask questions. When you say you enjoy sports and they begin quizzing you on trivia, that's a red sign. If you get the impression that they don't believe you like that thing and are attempting to catch you with increasingly arcane trivia questions, they're not worth your time. You're there for a date, not to meet a gatekeeper. 11. Asking you uncomfortable questions about sex. There's a time and a place for everything, and a first date, or even a third or fourth, depending on how things go, isn't the time for innuendo and invasive sex inquiries. Listen to your instincts if something doesn't feel right. 12. Judging you for what you order. You order a burger and they suggest you get a salad instead. They make fun of your lack of flesh or your unsophisticated chicken tenders. Keep the meal but throw away the date. 13. They make you feel unsafe. If they do something that makes you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, you have complete and unqualified permission to condemn them and block them on all kinds of communication, including social media. They don't need an explanation. Quiet suffices.